The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the rookie from Boise State, Ashton Jeanty. He's got it, he's got room, he's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Raiders give Pete Carroll his first win wearing silver and black as he guides his team to victory. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's last year's leading rusher among rookies, Bucky Irving. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone, a 10-yard touchdown run. The Bucs come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Panthers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Caleb Williams. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Bears are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Well done here, it's a touchdown. The Chargers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And when he's at his best, he's one of the best, Christian McCaffrey. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The 49ers get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports. Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And here's the veteran, Courtland Sutton. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Broncos are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Sam Darnold. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Amari DiMercado. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. 1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's a big play by the Bengals defense. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Bengals have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Omarion Hampton. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is Dawson Knox. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Bills are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports. High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Amari DiMercato. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Cardinals started the year 0-2, but now have won 3 in a row, including this one. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the veteran Matthew Stafford. Just picking apart the defense, one of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Rams move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Chargers win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Mac Jones. He's going to find last year's rookie sensation, Brock Bowers, touchdown. The Raiders improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Bengals get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Bijan Robinson. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Falcons get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hanson. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's David Montgomery. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Lions win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And here is Ladd McConkey. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Chargers move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Packers. And it's Romeo Doubs. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Packers get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports. Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. That's a gem. Back right corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's got the ball, he's got a head of steam, he has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Ravens took care of business, they win it by 5. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the second-year man, Ray Davis. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Bills get it done on the road as they come away with the win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hanson. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Eagles had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Puka Nacua. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Rams turned this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Jared Goff finding the speedster, Jameson Williams. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Lions able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports. The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. He's a threat to tuck it and pick up the first down, which he does, and more. The Bills just a little too good in this one. They come away with the win. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Eagles run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. Two-thirds of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Jalen McMillan. And this is a touchdown. The Rams get another win. It's now 9 straight as they get the job done in this one. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Steelers up their mark to 7-4 with this win. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. He was sensational all afternoon. This one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Vikings get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is DK Metcalf. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers come away with the victory in what could wind up being an AFC playoff preview. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Justin Herbert. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the New York Giants. And it's Devin Singletary. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Giants find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports. Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is Bo Nix hooking up with the veteran Courtland Sutton. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Broncos continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jaylen Warren. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Steelers win their fourth straight as they get the victory here. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. Looking end zone, finds his tight end, Dalton Kincaid, for the touchdown. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jaden Reed. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Packers win their second straight as they get the victory here. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Kyron Williams. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Rams keep on rolling. They win for the 13th time this season. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports. The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Lots to get to this week. We'll start at Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Packers win their third straight game as they get the victory today. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He only had 1 catch in the game, but it was this one, and it counted. The Ravens get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the man who had a cup of coffee with Carolina, Baker Mayfield. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Bucs come away with a 17-10 victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. These guys are lowly 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. Facing off with him here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. These guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your team.
The playoffs are set, and it's going to be good. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here with your weekly recap for Week 18. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's going to scramble here and take it in. 13 yards away, he houses it. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the Rutgers running back, Kyle Monangai. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Bears will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the LA Chargers. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Omarion Hampton. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. The Chargers walk it off. They win in overtime. Until next week, Scott Hanson, good night from Orlando. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the New England Patriots. And here's the guy they call Pop, Demario Douglas. He's going to find an opening, and he's off to the races. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Patriots pull off the big upset. The wild card knocks off the division champ. They're moving on to the divisional round. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And as Mike Tirico says, it's the most poetic of combinations. Love to Romeo. Romeo Dobbs. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Ravens get it done in dominant fashion. They cruise into the divisional round next weekend. One round is complete. We're down to 8 teams remaining with a chance to lift the Vince Lombardi Trophy. I'm Scott Hansen. We'll see you next week in the divisional round. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Tylan Wallace. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Ravens pull off yet another upset. They are now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's the rookie, Trevion Henderson. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the New England Patriots. And here comes Derrick Henry. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Ravens do it again. In an unlikely path to the Super Bowl, they found their way as champions of the AFC. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Rams keep it rolling. The #1 seed is off to the Super Bowl, where they will be the favorites to hoist the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And it's Tutu Atwell. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Rams get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. In the preseason, the
Welcome to the NFL Draft.